I stand here cloaked in shadows with the storm of vengeance raging inside me. They thought they could crush me, toss me aside like I was nothing, leave me to rot in the darkness. But they have no idea who they're dealing with. They didn't see the fire blazing within me, but they will. Oh, they will learn. And when they do, regret will be the only thing they feel. They will beg for mercy, but it will never come. I'll rise from the depths they tried to bury me in, a beast unleashed from its cage. Every breath I draw, every move I make only feeds the hunger inside me, my thirst for revenge. They label me a monster. Fine, I will be their worst nightmare. I'll hunt them, break them, and drag them down into the hell they dared to condemn me to. They'll feel the bite of my blade, the crush of my fists, and the terror that burns in my gaze. I'll show them the true meaning of fear. Fear, it's not a weakness, it's a weapon. And I know how to wield it. I'll use it to strip away their courage, tear apart their confidence, and reduce their arrogance to trembling dread. When they look into my eyes, they'll know the end is near. They thought they could bury me. Fools. I am the darkness that swallows the light. I am the storm that shatters their peace. I will rise again, stronger, fiercer, more unstoppable than they ever imagined. Their defenses, they'll crumble like dust. Their allies, they'll scatter like rats. Their pride, I'll grind it beneath my heel. Failure isn't even an option for me. Victory, it's not just a goal, it's inevitable. It's the only way forward, it's my destiny. I will climb to the top, even if I have to drag their broken bodies behind me. They will bear witness to my rise, utterly powerless to stop it. They'll feel the crushing weight of their own mistakes as I stand triumphant, staring down at their fallen forms. I'll take back everything that was mine and then some. Their lands, their riches, their lives, it will all belong to me. They will taste defeat like bitter ash in their mouths. They'll know humiliation and the raw agony of total loss. They'll watch as their world collapses around them, and they'll know that it was my hands that brought their kingdom to ruin. Every scar on my body, every wound etched into my soul, it all tells a story of survival, of power. Pain didn't break me, it made me invincible. Suffering, that's my constant companion, my reminder of what they tried to take from me. But all they did was forge me into something stronger than they could ever comprehend. Their arrogance, their dismissal of me, that's fuel for my fire. I'll burn brighter, fiercer until they are nothing but ash. They'll realize too late that I am not just a man. I am the storm. I am the reckoning. And there is no escape from what's coming. The victory I claim won't just be about reclaiming what was stolen. It's about rising higher, becoming more, and taking what I deserve. I will lay waste to their strongholds, seize their treasures, and take their lives with ruthless precision. They will witness the empire they tried to build collapse under my hands. They will taste the bitter fruit of failure. They will know the sting of helplessness, the agony of watching everything they cherish burn to the ground. And they will never forget that it was I who brought them to their knees. My scars? They're not weaknesses, they're the marks of a warrior who refuses to be broken. My pain? It's the fuel that keeps me moving forward, relentless, unstoppable. They thought they could destroy me. But all they did was make me stronger now. Now they will face the consequences. For I am not just a man seeking revenge. I am vengeance itself. And they will learn the hard way that you cannot stop what you cannot break. So let them wait. Let them tremble in the shadows thinking they're safe. Because when I come, I will not just rise, I will roar through their lives like an unrelenting force of nature. And they will be powerless to stop me. They will regret ever crossing my path. I'll be their reckoning, their destruction. Every ounce of suffering they forced upon me, every moment of humiliation, they will pay for it and more. They think they've won, but they haven't met the force that's coming for them. When the time comes, they will scream. They will beg. But mercy, that will not be an option. No, I will crush them. Break their will, shatter their dreams, and leave them to rot in the ruins of their own failures. I'll show them what true power looks like. Dominance isn't about control or conquest, it's about fear. The fear that I'll weave into their every thought. They'll bow before me, not because they respect me, but because they're too terrified to stand. I'll become the nightmare they can't wake from, the monster they themselves created, and they'll tremble at the very sight of me. This is my vow, my promise, my destiny. I will rise again stronger than ever, and when I do, they'll be forced to watch helpless, powerless, and utterly broken. I'll take what's mine, claim the place that was always meant to be mine, and they will have no choice but to witness my triumph. And when I stand at the top, when the dust settles, they'll know every single one of them that I was the one who brought them to their knees. It won't be glory or fame that drives me. It will be the satisfaction of knowing I made them pay for every misstep, every slight, every insult. They thought they had seen the worst of me, thought they had beaten me, but they haven't even glimpsed what I'm capable of. Every lie, every betrayal, every attempt to strip me of my power only stoked the fire that now rages inside of me. They awoke something they can't control, something they can't escape from. They lit the spark of my rage, and now that flame will burn them down. I am their reckoning. I am the storm they fear, the retribution they cannot avoid. They will learn what pain is. They will know what suffering truly means. And it will be by my hand. My fury will descend upon them like a tempest, tearing through everything they've built, leaving nothing behind but ash and ruin. They will speak of me in hushed whispers, not out of reverence, but out of sheer, unrelenting fear. They will remember my name, and they'll shudder at the thought of it. They will feel my presence in their darkest dreams, hear the echoes of my vengeance in every corner of their minds. I'll be the shadow that looms over them, the dread that keeps them awake at night. And they will know, deep in their bones, that there is no escape from me. Mercy. Compassion. They forfeited any right to those when they chose to betray me. When they decided to stab me in the back, they sealed their fate. And now I'll be their nightmare made flesh, their doom walking among them. They'll scream for salvation, but none will come. Their screams will be my victory song. Their desperate pleas for mercy will only fuel my fire. I will break them body and soul until all that remains is a hollow shell, a shadow of the people they once were. One by one, they will fall before me, their strength crushed under the weight of my fury. They won't be able to stop me. I'll carve my vengeance into their hearts, burn it into their very souls. And as they crumble, as their worlds fall apart, they'll finally understand the full extent of the power they tried to strip from me. They thought they could break me. But they only unleashed something far worse. They will know the pain of betrayal, feel the sting of every insult, every blow they dealt. And they will be powerless to stop the destruction that's coming for them. I am the darkness that will consume them, the storm that will tear through their lives. I'll destroy everything they've ever cared about. When I'm finished, they won't just remember me, they'll fear me. They'll know that I am the one who brought their empire crashing down, that I am the force they should have never provoked, and I will stand victorious, unchallenged, while they lie broken at my feet. This is my destiny, to rise, to conquer, to claim my throne. And they will be nothing more than the stepping stones on my path to greatness. They thought they could control me, break me, but all they've done is fuel the storm that will be their undoing. Their allies will forsake them, their walls will fall, and their last shred of hope will die a slow death. Piece by piece, their empire will crumble into dust until nothing remains but echoes of what once was. I will be the architect of their downfall, the herald of their destruction, the force they never saw coming. They'll watch as their world burns, and they'll know it was my hand that set the blaze. I'll revel in the sight of their ruin, savor their despair as it seeps into their bones. I'll feast on their misery, relish every moment as their once mighty dominion falls at my feet. Each battle will be a monument to my power, every victory a step closer to the ultimate reckoning they so blindly walk toward. They'll fight back, of course, they'll struggle. But their efforts will be in vain. Their weapons will splinter against my strength, their clever little schemes will unravel before my eyes. They have no idea what they're up against. I am the darkness that cannot be vanquished, the vengeance that cannot be stopped. I will rise, unstoppable, unchallenged, and they will realize too late that their fate was sealed the moment they cross me. I'll show them what fear truly looks like. Not the fear of defeat, but the fear of being utterly, completely powerless. They'll learn the meaning of hopelessness. They'll see what true, unbridled power feels like when it's aimed directly at them. I'll tear through their defenses like a storm they cannot withstand. I'll bring chaos into their ranks, and they'll watch as their comrades fall one by one. They'll witness their leaders falter, crumble, and know there's no escape from this. There is no salvation. I will be relentless. I will be merciless. Until every single one of them is dragged to their knees, beaten, broken. They will beg me for mercy, but I will show them none. They will cry out for someone to save them, but no one will come. They'll see the beast they awakened, the darkness they provoked, and they'll know this is the end. I'll show them the terror they thought they'd never face, the power they so foolishly underestimated. They'll watch as I rise above them, triumphant, undefeated. They'll understand then as their empire crumbles and their dreams turn to dust that it was I who brought their world crashing down. And when I stand at the summit, a conqueror standing over the ashes of everything they once held dear, they'll finally understand. They'll see the force of vengeance they unleashed. I will be the nightmare they thought they could contain. The monster they didn't believe existed, standing right before them, victorious. As their world collapses into ruins, as their hope is extinguished, they'll see the embodiment of every fear they ever had made real. My eyes, blazing with an unquenchable fire, will be the last thing they see before the darkness consumes them. They'll know, in those final moments, the full extent of my resolve, the boundless reach of my power. No fortress can hold me back. No army can stand in my way. I am inevitable, the storm they never saw coming. Their screams will echo in the silence of my mind, a melody of suffering that will drive me forward, pushing me toward my final victory. Every cry, every whimper of fear will be fuel for the fire inside me. They'll know this is just the beginning. Their torment has only started, and I will not stop until each and every one of them has paid the price for their betrayal. My revenge will be swift, ruthless, and absolute. I will scour their lands, leaving nothing untouched by my wrath, no corner safe from the storm I bring. They'll learn that their reckoning is at hand. That no matter where they run, no matter how they hide, I will find them. I will burn their legacy to the ground, and they will have no choice but to watch as it all falls apart. And when it's all over, when the dust has settled and their empire lies in ruins, they will know my name will be the last thing they ever remember. I am their reckoning, the harbinger of their doom, and I will not stop until I've claimed everything they hold dear. Their empire will be nothing but a memory, their power reduced to ash. And I will stand at the top, alone, victorious. The embodiment of the darkness they could never escape. The force they should never have challenged. They will stand helpless as their cities burn, their loved ones fall, and every last hope is snuffed out in the smoke of my fury. I'll be the storm they cannot escape, the relentless force that sweeps away their defiance. I will be the shadow that suffocates their dreams, the weight of vengeance that crushes their every last defense. There will be no sanctuary, no safe haven from the wrath of the warrior they dared to wrong. When I have taken everything, when their world lies in ruin, their spirits broken beyond repair, they will finally understand the truth. I am not just a man. I am a force of nature, a tide of vengeance that cannot be stopped, cannot be reasoned with. They'll see me, standing above the ashes, my victory undeniable. It will be my hand that shattered their existence, my power that brought their world crashing down. I will show them what true power is, what darkness looks like when it consumes everything in its path. They will remember my name. They will fear it, not just in this life, but for all eternity. In the silence that follows their destruction, I will find a strange piece of peace born from knowing my enemies are no more, that their torment is eternal. I won't need to hear their screams to feel satisfaction. Their ruin alone will be enough. Their destruction will be my triumph, their desolation my calm. The emptiness they leave behind will be a testament to the foolishness of crossing me. Historians will speak of their fall. They'll write of how one man brought an empire to its knees, how my will alone tore down everything they built. My name won't be etched into the pages of history as a hero's. No, it will be spoken of as the name of a conqueror, a god of retribution. They'll be remembered as nothing more than a lesson, a cautionary tale for those who think to challenge me. A warning to any who might dare to defy the inevitable. I will stand unwavering, unchallenged, as a monument to sheer, unyielding will. My power will be absolute, my reign will have no end. The darkness within me, the very force they tried to extinguish, will become a beacon of terror for all who remain. They will know that in this world there is but one truth, power is law. And I am the embodiment of that power. They will watch as I rise. They will see their loved ones crumble, their allies fall away, and their hopes wither before my eyes. Their strength will falter, their courage will die, and all that will remain is fear. Fear of me. Fear of the storm that I am. They'll understand far too late that there was never any escaping this. No strategy could have saved them, no weapon could have stopped me. I was always coming for them. And when I stand atop the summit, victorious and unopposed, they'll finally see that this was my destiny all along. The fall of their empire will be carved into history as the moment they realize what real power looked like. Their defeat will not be some forgotten event, buried in the past. It will be a monument to their failure. A legacy of ruin that will stand as long as my name is remembered. They will be nothing more than a cautionary tale, a whisper in the wind, while I remain a force unshaken, a conqueror undefeated. They'll be known not for what they built, but for how easily it was all taken away. By me. As their world crumbles, as their hope is ground into dust, I will rise as the one true power. They will see their every last dream torn apart. Their cities will be ash, their people scattered, and their leaders will fall before my wrath. And when it's over, when nothing remains but the memories of their failure, I will stand above it all, the master of their ruin. Their names will be forgotten, but mine will echo through eternity. not as some savior or protector, but as the very embodiment of darkness, the conqueror of their hopes, the breaker of their world. I will be a symbol, a reminder of what happens when one dares to stand against unstoppable might. My reign will be endless, my power unmatched, and all will know that in the end it was my will that shaped the world. They will fear me long after they are gone, for I am not just a man, I am the darkness, the force that cannot be turned. Their world will burn, and I will be the one who lit the fire. The tales of my conquest will live on long after their ashes have scattered in the wind. I will be the legend they feared, the darkness that could not be defeated. They will speak my name in hushed tones, for I am the embodiment of power, and in the end it is power that rules all.